for the last 71 years, we've watched some of the greatest moments in sports history.
The Celtics now lead 45. And West with a long jump. Russell deflected it and keeps it. Beautiful play. Feeds off quickly to Havlicek. Has been guarded by Krebs, who is holding back. Goes up. They jump long. Susie throws it high in the air. And the Boston Celtics are the world champions. Oscar Robertson throws to Kareem. 7 seconds. Winkle. Kareem with a big pressure shot.
Hayes setting something up with Larry Bird, who gets it low. What's a move on Byron Scott? What a move by Larry Bird. Malone is doubled. They swat at it and steal it. Here comes Chicago. 17 seconds. 17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan open. Chicago with the lead. It's Kobe again.
This fall, I'm taking my chance to South Beach. Join Miami.
James pulls up, puts it in, 4-point lead. 35 for LeBron James. Timeout San Antonio.
He's off the runner, defended by Simmons. Is this the dagger?
But what if we went all the way back and redid it? Today is the year 1951. Guys, welcome back to NBA 2K Resimulation here on NBA 2K22. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. If you are, hit that like button, subscribe. If you guys are new to the channel, down in, or actually on the channel, I have a playlist for the series. So if you guys missed the first episode, go check it out. But every other day, 2 seasons, every episode, 40 episodes. That's right. We're doing 80 years, even going into a little bit of the future. So thank you guys for all the support on the channel and on the first episode. Some things that I wanted to clarify. Yes, I do know that the All-Star game didn't happen until 1951. It's in the game. So I showed you guys. Also, this isn't going to be something that I make sure the same players are on the same teams as they were in real life, because 1, that's a lot of work, but 2, I feel like this is boring. I mean, we saw what happened. So, you know, it's cool to see like Jordan with Magic, or I don't know, Kareem with whoever. I don't know. I think it's just a little bit more entertaining to see if, you know, if NBA history just happened a little bit differently. Like, what if, you know, Bill Russell didn't get, you know, drafted, or I don't know if it was the draft, whatever. If he didn't go to Boston, right? What would have happened? Or if Wilt didn't go where he went. Like, I just, that's how the series works. So that's what we're gonna do. Where it's random, right? It's 2K simulation. Think of it as if, you know, we split off onto a different timeline, and this is that timeline. Think of it that way, and it's split off in the year 1949. So that's that. Also, I have All-Star MVPs, Dolph Schayes, 1949-1950 All-Star MVP, and then Yardley, 1950 All-Star MVP, 1950-1951 All-Star MVP. Shout out to Father Peach. I hope I'm saying your username right, but shout out to you for the comment. I believe you're the only one that said who should have gotten the All-Star MVP. So if you guys want to have some say in it, let me know in the comments below who you guys think should end up winning the All-Star MVPs. And other than that, let's get going. Yeah, so George Mikan won the first 2 MVPs. And then Rookie of the Years were Ed Mackley and George Yardley. Sixth Man of the Year, or Arnie Risen, Alex Hannum. And then DPOY has been George Mikan. Vern Mikkelsen won the last most improved. Apparently, Julius. Oh wait, no, that's old. So I guess there must have not been one in the 21-22. That's weird. I guess that kind of makes sense. Never mind. Anyways, past champions. The Lakers won the first one against the Knicks by sweeping them. George Mikan won Finals MVP, and then Dolph Schayes and the Nationals beat the Lakers in 5 last season. So that's where we're at. Should be no player retirements, and the league meetings. I think we're keeping everything the same. But the points have been a little low, but I'm gonna keep going, and we'll see what happens. And then we'll get to the 1951 NBA draft. Now into the 1951 NBA draft. There's just 2 players in this draft. With the number 1 overall pick, the Fort Wayne Pistons take Mel Hutchins, and with the number 2 overall pick, the Boston Celtics take Don Sunderledge. So there you go. Those are the only 2 draft picks in the 1951 NBA draft, and let's get on to free agency. Here at the 1951-1952 All-Star Game, and the East wins again. Paul Arizin with 15-7-2, Bob Cousy 14-5-8, McGuire with 12-3-2, and Yardley with 10-6-3. Hutchins with 9-7, Sharman with 8-8. For the West, George Mikan at 17-4, Martin at 10-2, Phillip 9-3, Schayes 8-8, and Johnston 6-10. Let me know in the comments below who you guys vote for All-Star Game MVP here in 1952. The 1951-1952 NBA season is over. Paul Arizin wins MVP, averaging 23 and 25, 4 assists. Those rebounding numbers, like I said, should go down. Mel Hutchins wins Rookie of the Year, averaging 19, 25, and 5. Jack Coleman, 15 and 5, is the 6th man of the year. And DPOY is George Mikan, averaging 18 and 19. All NBA first team, Bob Cousy, Paul Seymour, Paul Arizin, Mel Hutchins, and Neil Johnston. All NBA second team, we got Bill Sharman, Frankie Bryan, George Yardley, Dolph Schayes, and George Mikan. And for the All-NBA third team, we got Slater Martin, Carl Braun, Harry Gallatin, Vern Mikkelsen, and Ed McAlay. All defensive first team is Bob Cousy, Bill Sharman, Paul Arizin, George Yardley, and George Mikan. And all defensive second team, Paul Seymour, Carl Braun, Mel Hutchins, Harry Gallatin, and Neil Johnston. On to the NBA playoffs as we get into round number 1. And it's going to be the Rochester Royals versus the Philadelphia Warriors. The Lakers get a bye. And then we've got the Knicks and the Celtics on the other side. And then the Hawks, the Milwaukee Hawks, and the Syracuse Nationals in that round. So going into the conference finals, the Warriors lose to the Rochester Royals. And the Hawks lose to the Nationals. And the Celtics lose to the New York Knicks. So in the conference finals, we have the Lakers and the Royals. And then in the East, we've got the Knicks and the Nationals. Game number 1, the Lakers and Knicks win game 1. The Royals and Nationals win game 2. And in game number 3, the Nationals lose to the New York Knicks, the defending champions. And the Knicks are back into the NBA Finals for the second time in 3 years. And the Lakers are eliminated for the first time, as the Royals make it to the NBA Finals for the first time in their franchise history. So we jump in to the NBA Finals. And looking at these lineups here, Carl Braun, McGuire, Harry Gallatin, Chuck Cooper, Connie Simmons. And for the Royals, got Bobby Wanzer, Odie Spears, Dolph Schayes, and Larry Faust. 2 very good teams. Let's jump into game number 1. And here in game number 1 in Rochester. And going into the third quarter, the Knicks with a 5-point lead. Into the fourth quarter, they have an 8-point lead. And 2:45 to go, they have a 7-point lead. And down to a minute 50, it's a 9-point lead. Can the Royals make this interesting? Apparently not. It literally just... What? I didn't do anything. I paused it. The Knicks win game number 1. I don't know what just happened. The Knicks won game 1 though. Okay. It's so this new Simcast, or in 22 at least, is very glitchy. The Royals are up here in game number 2. Going into the fourth quarter here, I'm going to try and go slow just in case. A minute to go. The Royals up by 1 over the Knicks. Let's jump in. All right, here we go. Ball in to McGuire. The Royals up by 1. Cooper drives, and he will get fouled. And is that Faust with the foul? I believe it is. I believe that was Larry Faust. So Chuck Cooper will go to the free throw line here. Down by 1. That's a free throw shot, and that is no good. Substitutions coming in, and Chuck Cooper free throw number 2 is up and good, and we have a tied game. Dolph Schayes will bring it up for the Royals, and Schayes will get a screen, drives right, has an open lane, puts it up, and no good, he missed it. Offensive rebound, Schayes has it back, gets blocked, and the Royals will have the ball. 33 seconds to go. Shot clock at 31. I think I'm gonna shorten that this offseason because we've had some really low scores. Ball into Spears, and now Schayes backing down Cooper. Schayes spins right, puts it up and in. Dolph Schayes. Goodness gracious, that was outstanding. An outstanding move. And now, the Knicks will have the ball. Down by 2. Dolph Schayes was the Finals MVP last year with the Nationals. He was a free agent, and he went to Rochester. I don't know if I put that in the video. I can't remember, I'm going to be honest. 5 seconds to go. And Gallatin has a mid-range jumper that is no good at the buzzer. And the Royals win game 2, and they tie up the series at 1. Big win, Dolph Schayes with a great game. So I completely forgot about Dolph Schayes leaving the Nationals. And that's because, so in free agency, it's showing a bunch of G League players at like 99s and whatever. Now, I'll show you guys in this offseason because I was very confused. But they don't actually exist in the roster, like in the NBA roster. So I'm not sure how to like change that, but they show up in free agency. So it's really hard to find like the NBA players. But Dolph Schayes did leave the Nationals to Rochester. The Finals MVP. Going to the Royals, and I think that might have been the only move. I don't remember, at least with this Nationals team. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember what else happened. These guys were all on the Knicks here. Simmons was on the Knicks. Cooper was on the Knicks. So yeah, I don't think there was really any other changes, but I could be wrong. We'll be on a lookout for that, but yeah, that is my bad. I forgot to show you guys, but I'll show you guys the weirdness in the free agency, and maybe you guys can help me out with that to at least like get rid of it, because it just makes it difficult with free agency. But anyways, let's get into a game number 3. And here at the half, the Royals with a 9-point lead over the New York Knicks. Into the fourth quarter, they have a 6-point, or a bigger lead than that, 15-point lead now. And with a minute to go, they're up by 18. That will do it. The Royals win game 3, take a 2-1 lead. They went in 90-73. Dolph Schayes with 22-9. Wanzer with 12-6-6. 25-8-4 for Carl Braun. And we go into a game number 4 in New York. New York trying to avoid going down 3-1 in this series. Into the fourth quarter, they're up by 1. A minute to go. The Royals up by 7. Can the Knicks make it interesting? No, they can't. That will do it. The Royals win at 72-65. Schayes with 18-8. Spears with 18-2-3. For the Knicks, Carl Braun at 21-5. McGuire at 16-8-4. And the Royals with a 3-1 lead. Now, with game number 5 in Rochester. Into the fourth quarter, Royals down by 2. Close game. 4 minutes to go. Just under 3. They're up by 8. And now it's an 8-point game once again with a minute to go. 30 seconds. The Royals up by 8. Let's jump in. Royals with the ball. 30 seconds to go. It's an 8-point game. Will the Knicks foul here, or are they conceding? I think they are conceding. So the Rochester Royals, who, as Dolph Schayes running up the score makes it a 10-point game. The Rochester Royals, who is now in the NBA Finals for the first time in franchise history, up by 10, is going to win their first NBA championship, led by the Finals MVP from a year ago with the Syracuse Nationals, Dolph Schayes. And the Rochester Royals are the 1952 NBA champions. As Dolph Schayes, you're seeing a very emotional Dolph Schayes there. He left Syracuse, very hated by Syracuse fans, but it was well worth it. He goes to Rochester wanting a fresh start, and he leads a very, very talented team. And Dolph Schayes is quickly becoming one of the better players in this league. This is something that usually does not happen. But Dolph Schayes is becoming a superstar, has become a superstar. As the Rochester Royals will hold up the trophy. I love this part because you just see the the logos and the coaches. not to mention Adam Silver. It's okay though. We'll just ignore that. The NBA champions, the Rochester Royals, as they celebrate, we'll see the Finals MVP come up.
Your Bill Russell Finals MVP.
The Bill Russell Finals MVP goes to Dolph Schayes for the second year in a row. Congratulations to him. He has become a superstar. And there it is. The Royals are NBA champions. Dolph Schayes wins Finals MVP, averaging nearly 21 points per game, nearly 10 rebounds, 2 assists, a block and a half per game, shot 54% from the field. And at just 24 years old and 87 overall, Dolph Schayes is back-to-back Finals MVPs with 2 different teams. So on to the 1952 NBA draft. There's actually only one player in this draft. And with the number 1 overall pick, the Fort Wayne Pistons take Clyde Lovelet. So there you go. There is the 1 pick in the 1952 NBA draft. And Detroit building quite a team. We've got some free agents this year, so it's not showing up with all of those really like high overall players. So maybe that was just a 1-year glitch. But Paul Seymour is a free agent. Red Roca, Odie Spears, Earl Lloyd, and Chuck Cooper and Alex Hannum. So there's the free agents. 3 of them are restricted. So we'll see where they go. Oh, here we go. Look. So now that I enter in, like, look at all these 99, 97 overalls. They don't end up going into the league. So it's really, really odd. But as we look at these signed players, see, like, none of them got signed. But Red Roca, okay, so Red Roca we're going to actually put back on Syracuse. Obviously. So, like, when that happens, if you guys are new to this series, when that happens, they sign to a non-real team. I put them on the team that they were originally with. Paul Seymour is going from the Nationals to the Warriors. Odie Spears is staying in Rochester. Earl Lloyd is going to Minneapolis, not LA. Chuck Cooper staying with the Knicks, and Hannum is going from Syracuse to the Celtics. So Syracuse has lost a lot of players. On to the 1950-1953 NBA All-Star Game. Scoring is up, so that's good to see. 107-101. The Western Conference wins for the first time. And look, the rebounds are actually better too, I think. Maybe. Let's see. Bob Cousy. Nope. Still averaging 23 rebounds a game. That will go down. That's one thing that I don't really know how to fix because they're playing the other teams that can't make shots. So it's like, I mean, I guess I can make those other teams better, but you got to be careful with that too. So it's a lot of, you know, teetering, and I don't know. It's difficult, but that'll even out as we go. Bob Cousy, though, you can see it's normal when they play each other, I guess. But Bob Cousy, 24, 5, and 7, led the East All-Stars. Paul Arizin with 29 and 4, Yardley with 23 and 5, Sharma with 12, 6, and 3. For the West, George Mikan at 27, 10, and 6. Goodness. Dolph Schayes at 24 and 7. Paul Seymour with 23, 6, and 8. Grabowski with 13 and 4. And there is your All-Star game. So let me know in the comments who deserves the All-Star Game MVP. The 1952-1953 NBA season is now over. And my voice cracked. Paul Harrison wins MVP, 32, 31, and 5. The Rookie of the Year is Clyde Lovelet with 17, 20, and 4 assists. Red Roca wins the DPOY, so a new Defensive Player of the Year, nearly averaging 3 rebounds per game. And there's Alex Baylor. Is he a low overall? He is. Okay, cool. And then on the All-NBA first team, we got Bob Cousy, Bill Sharman, Paul Arizin, George Yardley, and George Mikan. And on the All-NBA second team, we got Paul Seymour, Carl Braun, Mel Hutchins, Jack Nichols, and Clyde Lovelet. All-NBA third team, Dick McGuire, Slater Martin, Harry Gallatin, Dolph Schayes, and Red Roca. On the all-defensive first team, we got Bob Cousy, Paul Seymour, Paul Arizin, Red Roca. And then on the all-defensive second team, we've got Bill Sharman, Carl Braun, George Yardley, Harry Gallatin, and George Mikan. So on to round number 1. Also, let me know in the comments below. So basically, for some reason, the Pistons got put into the East when they should have been in the West, and I had them originally in the West, but it somehow got swapped. And I don't know how to fix that because the let's see, off-season auto. If I have, where is it? It should be, wait, where is it? League realignment. If it's set to on, league realignment will be automated and the time period hidden if possible, but it's off. So let me know. It like literally changed it on its own. Unless I'm like going crazy. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's doing it on its own. So yeah, if you guys can let me know how to fix that, that would be greatly appreciated. I don't know why it just randomly changed that, but it did. So they're gonna be in the East anyways at some point, so it's not the biggest deal in the world. It's just it's kind of annoying that it got moved. We are gonna bring in a new team here pretty soon, but I think I might have to bring that team in, put that team in the West just for now, because that's I believe that ends up being the Wizards. So I don't know. They end up in the East, obviously, but I'm probably gonna have to put them in the West, or I guess, yeah. But even then, though, I don't think I'm going to be able to change like the league, like any of the league realignment stuff until I add an expansion team, which is a huge bummer unless you guys can help me out and figure out why the league realignment is not showing up in the off season. So if you guys can let me know in the comments below, I'd appreciate it. But let's get on to the playoffs. The Royals get a bye. It's Philly and Minneapolis in round number 1. And then it's New York versus Milwaukee and Boston versus Fort Wayne. So here we go. Round number 1, the Warriors are eliminated by the Lakers. The Pistons are eliminated by Boston. And the Knicks beat the Milwaukee Hawks. So we got the Knicks Celtics, Rochester Royals versus the Lakers. Game number 1, the Knicks and Royals win game 1. Game 2, the Knicks win game 2 and move on to the NBA Finals. And in game number 3, in a tied series, 1-1 between the Lakers and the Royals, the Lakers lose to the Royals, and it's the Royals in a back-to-back finals appearances. This time, once again, against the New York Knicks. We have a rematch. Bobby Wanzer, Odie Spears, Dolph Schayes, Larry Faust, and then Carl Braun, Dick McGuire, Harry Gallatin, Chuck Cooper, and Connie Simmons. So on to game number 1 between the Knicks and the Royals. And into the second half, it's a very low-scoring game. The Knicks lead it by 1. Into the fourth quarter, the Knicks lead it by 2. The Royals have taken the lead back. 2.5 minutes to go. And they are pulling away here, up by 6, up by 8. And that will do it. The Royals win at 77-71. McGuire with 28. Coleman with 17 and 6. Schayes with 16 and 12. And the Royals are up in the series 1-0. Game number 2, once again in New York. And into the second half, the Knicks lead it by 5. Into the fourth quarter, the Royals have come back and taken the lead. And the Knicks have taken the lead right back. 44 seconds to go. It's a 5-point game. Can the Royals make this a 1-possession game here? They cannot. The Knicks win a game number 2, 80-75. Carl Braun with 18 and 6. Simmons with 18 and 3. Gallatin with 14, 8 and 7. 13 and 8 from McGuire. For the Royals, 19 for Coleman. Schayes did not play well, just had 10 points and 10 rebounds. And now on to game number 3, where the series is tied at 1. And into the second half, the Knicks with an 8-point lead over the Royals in Rochester. Now up by just 2. The Royals have come back and taken the lead. And with 50 seconds to go, we have a tied game. Let's jump in. So here we go, 50 seconds to go. The Knicks will start with the ball, or will have the ball. Gallatin, he drives, kicks it out to Simmons. Back to Gallatin. 40 seconds on the clock. He gets a screen, doesn't take it. Over to Braun. And now just 10 seconds on the shot clock. Gotta go. Braun drives right, puts it up. No good. Coleman with the rebound. Here comes the Royals. 20 seconds to go. Can the Royals take a 2-1 lead? They're going to hold it. And now with 10 seconds to go, game number 3 on the line. Ball into Schayes. Schayes backing down. 2 seconds. Has to put it up. And no good. That's going to be overtime. Wow. All right. We have overtime. And with just 19 seconds to go in overtime, the Royals have taken a 90-80 lead. The Knicks up to the free throw line, and that one is good. McGuire, second, is good as well. It's an 8-point game. 19 seconds to go. Ball in, and that will do it. The Rochester Royals will take an 8-point win to take a 2-1 lead in the NBA Finals. They are trying to go back-to-back, and it's a good start. They take a 2-1 lead. So on to game number 4. Royals trying to take a 3-1 lead. Knicks trying to avoid a 3-1 deficit. Into the fourth quarter, it's all tied up. And with 10 seconds, I simmed way too far. 10 seconds to go. The Royals up 75-62. The Royals take a 3-1 lead in the NBA Finals. And now we jump to game number 5 in New York. The Knicks trying to stay alive. And they're doing so. Up by 17 entering the fourth quarter. And they're going to win it. 100-84. The Knicks put it on the Royals. 38-11 from Carl Braun. 27, 3-3 from McGuire. Gallatin had 14-10. Simmons with 10-10. Dolph Schayes 19-11. Not enough as the Knicks stay alive, forcing a game 6. Now in Rochester. Can the Royals win back-to-back NBA championships? It's not looking good right now. Into the fourth quarter, they're down by 5. Now with 3.5 minutes to go, down by 3. And 57 seconds to go, the Knicks have taken a big lead, and that will do it. The Knicks have come back down 3-1 to force a game 7. Carl Braun with 27-9, 22-7-5 for McGuire, 22-6-4 for Cooper. For the Royals, Coleman with 19-6, Faust with 16-6. Schayes did not show up today. And we have a game 7, the first game 7 in this series. And it's in New York. The Royals have an early lead. Knicks take it back. It's back and forth here. And late in the third, the Knicks have an 8-point lead. Into the fourth quarter, they have a 12-point lead. 2.5 minutes ago, they have a 14-point lead. And the New York Knicks are going to be NBA champions with 35 seconds to go. Let's jump in. Dolph Schayes at the free throw line to make it a 9-point game. It is good. And the Knicks will bring up the ball here. And the Royals will not foul. The New York Knicks, after making it to the NBA Finals three times in 4 years, but losing their first 2 trips, are now going to win it. I guess third time is charm, right? As that long 2 is no good. And that will do it. For the first time in franchise history, the New York Knicks are NBA champions. It's been a long road to get here, as they've lost 2 NBA Finals in the last 3 years. But this time, trip number 3, they finally win it. The Knicks are NBA champions. And we shall see who the Finals MVP is here coming up. As we watch the celebration, the Knicks are NBA champions, as they will hoist up the trophy here. I'm very curious to see who's going to win the NBA Finals MVP. As the team will hold up the trophy. There it is. The Knicks are NBA champions. And the Finals MVP is... I can't tell who that is. Is that Gallatin, maybe? The Knicks are NBA champions. Harry Gallatin wins Finals MVP, averaging 12, 10, and 7 in the NBA Finals. And the Knicks are NBA champions. And that is the video, guys. 2 seasons up, 2 seasons down. 4 down total. Hope you guys enjoyed episode 2. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe. If you guys are new to the channel, again, let me know who you guys think should be the All-Star MVPs of the last 2 years. And other than that, it is Thursday. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. I'm recording this actually the day before. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. Hope you guys have a great day, or have had a great day. Let me know in the comments. A few things. Let me know in the comments. What's your favorite Thanksgiving meal, or like food? Just food in general. Mine is stuffing with gravy on top. That's my favorite. But let me know what your guys' favorite is. And then what do you guys do on Thanksgiving? Like, what is there a tradition that you guys do? What are you guys doing? We are having Thanksgiving at night at like 5:30. Having Thanksgiving dinner. And that should be a lot of fun. I'm just going to chill out, watch football, edit videos, edit this video. And Yeah. So let me know in the comments. What are you guys doing today for Thanksgiving? And also, what are you guys doing for Black Friday? You guys going out? You guys looking for anything in particular that you guys want on Black Friday? Hoping that there's a good deal. Let me know in the comments below. And I will see you guys in 1952.